Giants Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Giants, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now to Golladay on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A handoff to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
To the right and complete to Golladay. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 14-yard line. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. As Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
One play at a time. Here we go.
He is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Gano for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Next to score, Giants 17, Chiefs 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get the ball. Yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught by Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 50. Yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow. 25.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, 57, 57. Let's go, T. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a slant to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 215 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and run.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down, Giants.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 4. It's Barkley on the counter. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.